All right, so you want to position yourself where you're able to get hundreds of thousands of dollars of capital at any given time. Okay, personal and business. If you are in the Mad Millionaire space, if you're in the Global Wealth Network space, if you are working to obtain wealth through building businesses, investments, whatever the case may be, capital, i.e. cash, is one of your top assets that you want to focus on. So that's where I'm going to start my mad rant, okay? Something just happened to me and I had to come on and share it with you guys, and really get your opinion and get your thoughts on what you think. So this is the thing. I don't like shortcuts. I believe that when you are working to change your life from scratch and you are working to acquire assets and you're the only one that's doing it. So meaning you don't come from a line of people who are able to pass on land and property, and there's a trust fund for you. So I'm talking specifically really to anybody, but for people who, hey, it's just you don't have much to lose. Okay, you don't have much to lose. I recommend people like that, and which is me, to know every angle. Know your business. You have got to be the gatekeeper to everything. And although it's tedious, it's time consuming, it can be overwhelming, it is going to be the best thing for you because you understand what's going on. You understand how you go from 0 credit to 100,000. You know the process. All you really need to know is how to go from 0 to 5,000. Once you go 0 to 5,000, you just continue the process over and over and over and over again. It's the same process. It never changes. So when you come across people that say, hey, we can get you up to $250,000 in 7 days, a red flag should go off, because you're like, okay, well, how? I've been building my credit and I haven't gotten $250,000. So tell me how you do it. Now, this is when you start to learn. You start to outsmart you. If you know the process, and if you have you concentrated on any of the material that I've put out on the channel, as well as other people's, how to build business credit and personal credit, when you start getting to now needing $500,000 and up, there are a lot of people that's going to come in and say, hey, we can help you. So this is what happened to me. I met with a funding group, and they, hey, we can get you this, we can get you that. You are pre-approved. The numbers look great. And we'll talk about the specific language that they used in my trick language mad rant. So be sure to stay tuned for that, because we need to know what the trick language is. All right, so when someone comes to you and says this, and they explain their process, and you see their terms and you see their agreement, you have to make a decision is this something for you? So the company basically was just too good to be true. Really. I mean, 150,000 based on this and based on that, and they are so selective as to what types of clients that they work with, and oh my goodness, I'm gonna get this capital and I'm going to be able to retire my family. That's their words, not mine. And I can build a legacy. That's their words, not mine. And then in the fine print, they have their service charge buried down at the beginning. At the end is their agreement, their terms, how much they charge for this. They're not telling me this up front. They really didn't break it down at all. They glossed over it. They said it, but they glossed over it. And as I moved forward in the process, they started to tell me things like, hey, you're going to create this email account and they're going to have access to this email account. In fact, don't even pay attention to any emails that come into this account. They're going to be working with their partners and their lenders and their contacts to get me this money. And if they happen to call, don't answer the phone. But if I accidentally answer the phone, basically get rid of them right away and hang up. So like shady behavior. And things like creating an email account that has nothing to do with my business. Okay, shady. So basically you want me to set myself up for identity theft. All right. And those red flags would not have gone off in my conscious mind. Those red flags wouldn't have gone off if I didn't understand the process of building credit. If I didn't understand how to get credit, if I didn't already have relationships established, I would think that what they're telling me is legitimate, that this is how people do business. And I'm here to tell you that that's not. Anytime you give control of your information to some outside third party and they're telling you to do things that is seriously, in my opinion, financially irresponsible, that could cause loss. They could have employees and contractors applying for businesses, opening accounts, applying for business credit lines, opening accounts, unbeknownst to me, running those accounts up, and then who gets stuck with the bill? Who? Because if you have access to this email, you're telling me not to answer the phone. That those are people calling to verify that I am who I am and that I am authorizing this. If you're telling me not to answer the phone, that's setting myself up for risk. I am not being honest. And I quite frankly don't care if that's a part of the industry, but that's not a part of me. You can take that kind of unethical behavior, if you will, and you can let that be for someone else who's that desperate to get credit that they're willing to not protect their assets. Okay? I'm done.